In the immortal world of the 90s girl group In Vogue, love, what is it? About love, there are many thoughts, and indeed, many kinds of love. One can be a love of a parent, which is sometimes complicated, a pet, one may have a lover, or a love of toy trains. Poets write about love, and really, haven't we all written some of our own sacred thoughts in a spiral notebook somewhere? Love is fascinating, sometimes rewarding, and sometimes not. Wiser folks than I have addressed this.
And the reading is from Roy Croft. I love you, not only for what you are, but for what I am when I'm with you. I love you not only for what you have made of yourself, but for what you are making of me. I love you for the part of me that you bring out. I love you for putting your hand into my heaped up heart and passing over all the foolish, weak things that you can't help dimly seeing there, and for drawing out into the light all the beautiful belongings that no one else had looked quite far enough to find. I love you because you are helping me to make of the lumber of my life not a tavern, but a temple. Out of the works of my everyday, not a reproach, but a song. I love you because you have done more than any creed could have done to make me good, and more than any fate could have done to make me happy. You've done it without a touch, without a word, without a sign. You have done it by being yourself. Perhaps that is what being a friend means, after all.
I lift up this poem because I think that part of it is applicable to us in our situation right now. Most of us have been in class together for about a month. Some have already formed important friendships. It's important for me to admit that I've already formed some very close and important relationships with some people here. I love you because you are helping me to make of the lumber of my life not a tavern, but a temple. Out of the works of my everyday, not a reproach, but a song. It would be insincere to say that I loved my new friends with the depth that I love my old friends. I love my old friends because we have a shared past, and we know a lot of inside jokes. When my friend Angie talks about her children doing something foolish, I can hear her mother's voice inside Angie's voice, even though her mom's been dead for several years. And I don't think that Angie's aware of it. I love Angie for who we have been together and who we are now. I love my new friends for who we are now and who we are becoming collectively. I love us for the potential we are. I hope that it's not too Pollyanna for me to say that I have high hopes for us here. High hopes for both me and for you. It amazes me that already I've seen some development in members of my own enemy class. It gives me hope that I too am developing. The idea of being a minister sometimes still scares me. Obviously, I've entered into the school. I've already done a lot of reading with much, much more to do, and stretching myself to do things that make me comfortable. I'm able to do this stretching because I trust. I trust my friends to only laugh at me when I'm laughing. I promise to try to do the same. Not a tavern, but a temple. There's nothing wrong with taverns. I had my first beer in a tavern in Windsor, Ontario at the age of 19, because that's the drinking age in Canada, not Michigan. It was at the Coaches and Horses Tavern, I'll never forget it. My friend Angie was with me. Taverns, if you expand them to be places of fun and relaxation, are as important in life as temples. We need soccer games, the bike rides, the softball games, the movie night at friends' houses, as much as we need prayer and meditation. Probably with more frequency too. Without those times with friends and families, it would be difficult to figure out the meaning of our lives, as it would be without some of this direction. It is my belief that if people would just pause for a few moments every day and look around them, beauty can be found every single day. There is beauty all around us, all the time. It moves us to find it. This may seem ultimately foolish and obvious to you. In an emergency room, where there are people in crisis, those sick, dying, and attending, there is beauty. There is beauty in the warm smile a nurse gives along with a gentle touch to a patient. There is beauty in the way women cling to each other, unsure what will happen. There is beauty in beloved community. There, I said it, beloved community. A phrase I fear is in danger of losing its meaning. It is so often repeated. But I'm reclaiming it for now, for me, for us, today. In our everyday lives, we go about, I'm afraid, that too often we forget the beauty in the way we treat each other. Have you noticed around here, when people say, how are you? They stop and wait for an answer. And look at you, look in your eyes, and wait for an answer. Out of the works of my everyday, not a reproach, but a song. The world is both terrible and lovely. With true friends and companions on our journey, it is my hope that we will more often see the beauty. I love you not only for what you are, but for what I am when I'm with you. Heartfelt blessings to you.
Blessings to you too.